Okay, enough of that. We're gonna be lawyering. Let's go. Off to it. Okay, everybody, sorry about that. Let's begin. Yeah, alright, hoping to finish, what do we have here? Yeah, we're hoping to finish, Turnabout Sisters today. We'll get started on Turnabout Samurai. Give me a second here. Let's begin. Yeah, right, Blue Core. Oh, jeez. This is where we meet, December 7th, Blue Core Inc., CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? I'm sorry. Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage! What the? Your name! What's your name? What's your name? I was just incredibly asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Incredibly. Mr. Right, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I've intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Car, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elites. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordly challenged. Oh, let me make sure of something. Alright, we're good. The wordly challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes! This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale! Miss May is an employee of Blue Corps, is she not? Correct! She was my secretariat! What a shock it was to hear what she has done! What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed! She is paid to answer phones! Tapping them is not in a job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But, I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White. The hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Ah ha ha ha. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Core anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future! Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up to the... Hold on now. I'm just trying to... Okay. In just 10 years, I've built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Core was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Core, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? This dude makes me sick. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Yeah, points being... My point is simple. Or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. Give me a second. Alright, sorry for today. Let's continue. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada, none, zero. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, grody burger. What? Ugh. 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 He punched me! My god, even with his brass knucks on, Jesus. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grodyburgers, I presume? Mr. Grossbergs, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. What? Checking something here. Okay, sorry. Perhaps you can explain how a man can live life personally purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle! There is nothing more to discuss. Oh, jeez, he doesn't want to talk. But Grossberg will. He'll talk. Huh? I don't think he noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Okay. Jump at Jehoshaphat! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive. Like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So, you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just, Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Hey, right, Mr. Right. No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Core a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just, Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corps. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers! It's not something I can claim to understand. But you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? Yeah, my boy! You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could. Well, that's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it. They are lovers. No, we are not lovers. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is the company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years! All because of the DL6 incident, if you may have guessed. Name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. Gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They're bound, unable to do harm themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What we see is nothing more than the wait of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye! Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. Bellboy's 26. Hold on. Red White is 39. Called her a fraud. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That rare case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. I'll be right back. Okay. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using the medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something on what she found. Alright, I'll see you later. Fanco. It's funny, looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. First move made me cry. I'll have to check out one of these days. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. Alphabetical order. I'll show a look at. There. Let's see if there's Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. Lol. A, B, F. Misty Faye? That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. C, J through S, nothing much in here. Yeah, just skim some of this? Yeah, let's just skim it. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here at the end is S, and S is suicide. Oh. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing almost using pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Check him. TZ, why not? TU, I know, W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Oh, we gotta make him talk. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me! If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make sure this one counts. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that me investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? That is my name. What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office. Hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second. Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child can work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, meet at the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, I hate this dude. Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner! The hatchet man! The liquidator! The killer! Man! What? Mr. White, this is another one of those... Chief Prosecutor. I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police. Now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. Oh, how dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. What? Harry Butts! Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, the way it's spelled, that's much worse. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Bro, he didn't murder anyone. Like, he's stupid. Uh, uh, Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. This bastard of a man. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's got a set trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now. Yes, it's all thanks to you. Huh. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? Oh, my mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that? Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait, wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change. Yeah, with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. What? Day 3. Cell lobby. Number 1. Number 9. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix! Look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying that I'm gonna be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Huh? Phoenix! You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What?! Okay, let's do this. Quorum number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the events are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you have an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man. And besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Oh, great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? No, I hate him even more. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Oh my god, he's using big words. Name! Well, these two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Niño. I am the CEO, or to use Blanco Niño, or use a more common term, President of Blue Court. Blanco Niño. White boy. White boy. This is so bad. Hold on, give me a second. I'm CEO, to use a more common term, President of Blue Corps. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gaywater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct! And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I am done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh my god, would you not do that, please? I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let me have it, Phoenix. What is his account? Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. That was quietly. Here's fine. That's reading to you. Some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him. A spiky-headed man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Things occurred as you testified, and I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What is his account? About 9, I believe. This is spiky-haired. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I have always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes. 40. 40? What? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what'd you do then? Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Well, of course, comprende. Oh god, oh god. Not the audio. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail? Ran to the left. But Miss May said, ran to the right. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right! Oh, ho, ho. It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second! Mr. Royce? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, Where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show where Mr. White. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door. If he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Abscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed. They do seem a bit far-fetched. Ha ha ha! You provided us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. Though what now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Give me a second. Alright, back to it. Sorry for the delay. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's see your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely, is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice! Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She was hit once. A blow. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? That's my chance to win where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The car's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White. Okay. The two accounts. Well, see. I looked out the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And you did her in with a single blow. Slap! Slap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. Ruthless. This is almost over. The two accounts. Oh, damn! Music didn't stop. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand? Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix! Something about that striker was odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. This is sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Ah! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you will have no idea there was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question! It's not obvious. I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct! That'll be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. So you look at the floor plans right here. So you look at it. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area we will be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Velocity. Mr. White. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel, as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh boy. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Uh, Miss Mia. Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot my Ashworth! Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, huh? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed a wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Oh man, I really don't like the way where this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corps. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office? And by who? No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You're almost correct, Miles. Oh, give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the fan code offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Oh, now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means. Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is the fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Another thing called law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify who had fallen over, by the sound? Correct! That is right! I see. Very well. You, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Ah! What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Hold on. Okay. Another thing called offices. You had done so to place the wiretap. Ah, damn it. There's nothing... There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well. Maybe he's well enough so that I can bluff something out of him. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Was it really you that went to the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints were several days old. Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in Fancold offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why he went to the Fancold offices. Why did you tap me his phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw his glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a putacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Oh, damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's raw enough that I can bluff something out of him. Beginning of September. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Disc. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeats. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! And we're dead again. Hey, Phoenix. Gak? There's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? Huh, that's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That needs to go new chair. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Plus light stand. Date of purchase. September 4th. September 4th! That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Beginning of September, the week before. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Quorum number 1. 1:16 p.m. Well, will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes. So sorry. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Ha! You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Hmm. Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder! You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fancoal offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Ah! Oh my god, the mic cut me off. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? Give me a sec. Alright. Can't get out of this one. No. It's impossible. Uh-oh. He's losing it. Why'd you say uh-oh then? Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Oh, very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Oh, jeez. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can worm his way out of this one! Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it will be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied! What? What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! Don't tell me what will happen if I can't do this now! That's worth the sure to come up with. Let's make up something! Oh, and after Mia showed up to help me and all. I'll just, Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Oh, of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia, Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is right on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! This! Oh! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt. Right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. That's worth I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix writes. Hip hip hooray! Why the fuck is this confetti here? That is all. This court is adjourned. And someone get the confetti cannon guy out of here! 2:24 p.m. Defendant lobby number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You were still out to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office, Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief. Mia! Neko. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. Oh, you came! Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see her face! Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her! Huh. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix? Go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Neko law offices, right? Yeah. And who better but me? Maya Faye. Born for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Neko law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. Oh my god, just look at Nick, he's all like, oh! Ah! Jesus. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. Well, that's Turnabout Sisters for you. Very nice episode. That's where it got real. Alright. Okay, this is Turnabout Samurai. Let's get rad. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. The moon. No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil man straight. Ah! Ah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Right in Cole offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil man straight. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Well, of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? What the hell are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Yeah, me too. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the right and co offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Well, yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Oh, just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m., right in Cola offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. A samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Rancola offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course. It will be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, she wants to do it. Well, let's go down to the detention center. October 16th. What's wrong? What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is this guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Well, of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 what are you saying? Oh, yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask, that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Well, yeah. He didn't do it. Alright. My attorney's badge! Here. I see. Let me guess. This guy was in the top student in improv class. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. It seemed like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the morning. Afternoon, sorry. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer. Dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick! How could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show.
He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see.
Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names?
Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. For a sec. Found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. Oh, what will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Oh, wow, Nick, let's go.
I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Main gate.
Wow. So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited?
Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me.
Sorry. We're, lawyers.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's just great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists! I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Use today something horrible happens to you. Also, society, what's your name? Like the company I'm dropping stupid doing all you do outside the rest of us be able to learn too. Sounds like these be
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible.
Hey! This is what he means talking to. Use today.
So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No, you are a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer?
The victim, dummy! The evil magistrate! He's been reduced to playing villains now.
Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Willpowers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Willpowers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
Oh, what kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here will be between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here about Mr. Powers' request.
Huh. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter or request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
Oh, this lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Well. Hello, how's the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking! Yes, actually, she's said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Farrah's request. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Now, give me a second here. Hold on. I'm sorry for a delay. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers request is given to the security lady. Okay. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. You may pass. What only left from here toward the studios? No, going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. A good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick? Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Oh, hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Okay. No, we're not paying you anything. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the I never murdered anyone. Larry didn't murder anyone either. Ah! Let's not confuse the detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault!
I saw him step into and start glibly out the window. So... Hey... If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Huh. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Well, hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. This dude. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, might I have to take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. 10:15 at 2:30. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no other one than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up.
About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. Oh, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the steel samurai heads over the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera open that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh, no! Nick, he has evidence! We're finished!
Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look so happy. Too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha!
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Oh, Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place. That's why she has to check things out. Oh, Nick, look. That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know.
Oh, just to the left from here. There's a gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security lady got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe. It was you?
Good one, Sonny.
Oh, she thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was. Past tense.
Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. Oh, that too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. Oh, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera?
Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Do we have anything to present?
Employee area. Oh, Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Oh, hey, look, there's Power's dressing room.
No one's here soon after the murder, I guess.
Oh, let's take a look around.
The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right.
Huh?
Hey, I'm not a kid.
The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates. That's a steak.
Ah, T-bone steak.
That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What?
The door to the dressing room, it's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. That's the murder weapon for crying out loud.
October 16th. Howard's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth. For his sake.
Huh? It's supposed to be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Oh, look!
An employee card key. This must be Powers. It says Studio 1.
Well, let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow.
I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. Stop that!
My partner, the thief in training. Looks like someone was sleeping there. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Where to go from here? I think we gotta examine everything. There's some regular suits and among costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. Oh, it'd be fun to wear one of those costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. See, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Oh, wait. I guess we can't examine that. It's a ladder. Can we talk with her? Apparently I missed browsing for questioning. Right. Look, pal, the camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. I have to ask him about the photograph. Oh well, let's try again later. Alright, I see. What's going on, Nick? Howard said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Now there's a photo of him going to the studio? Don't look at me, how should I know? Photographic proof. Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place. And there's a photograph to prove it. I guess it makes sense that that person is a killer then. What do we do, Nick? Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers? Take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone? One thing's for sure, if there are any clues, they'll be in that studio. Here there runs the studio security cameras. Hey! Nothing! Security guard station. Security must like junk food. There's a amount of it on the desk in there. I can see the computers that run the security cameras. Studio 1. Let's go and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this is a car. I wonder if this car key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Oh look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there! The outline where Jackhammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards that clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. She liked the little sister type, you know? This? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Ah, what? Where's your enthusiasm for all things in entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I wanted to be a director. Maybe Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Jeez, Ask me, okay. Alright. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, to Studio 1, love Studio 2. Oh, what's up with that thing? It looks kinda busted. Oh, the wood was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Type of gumshoe, it's down the path to the left. Looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that way's kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there, anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. I lose confidence every time, okay. Okay, wait, I forgot where I'm supposed to... Will I present an autopsy report to her? Alright, Samurai. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Well, we talked with her about everything. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah. So don't touch it. Whoa, that's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry. My partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know! Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're Lars representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP. Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? You never heard of Fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Did you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No. I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but just that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from... outside. Really? Well, wait. If someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came to the studio, she must have seen them.
October 16th, Global Studios, Ringate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on her face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was
someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am! Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick. And you tell me quick. You better tell me quick. Use my hand grenade. Someone is complaining about the work I do. We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All your youngins are like that nowadays. What are your mouths like? There was the president. It was the other thing. Well, that was let me tell you, we do a thing about it too. I respect all my name was scratch him. You say it was a
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick,
Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see here first. Any day of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. 3:07, I think it was. Yeah.
There, answered. Hey, print out the data for that day.
Well, let's see what we got. Oh shit.
Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo's evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Don't know if it's Powers.
Hey, Nick. Can we use this as photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why? You could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Alright, today's the trial. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it is important to grasp the layout of the studios. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that worked at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. When I say prosecution. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Alright, sorry. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Or no, skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. Murder weapon was a spear. Oh, medieval. Samurai spear out of the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Huh? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their name. Getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. I was right leaving out. So many miles Jones McMillan just got name. You go believe it was one of the captains just come to how many company all my was crying across on him. Objective! I object to the witnesses talkativeness. Objection sustained.
That made me tired. No, I'm gonna do some real quick. Just gotta create a new channel. Alright. Alright, so from now on, there will be a change. From now on, my Twitch VODs will go to a new channel. I created a new channel, Angel VODs. I just realized I never changed back my, you know. Okay, well, back to the game. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Oh, I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony?
No.
The witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you?
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Alright, the witness's accounts.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. No, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2. It was Powers! That man right there, and he was heading toward the studio!
You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, let's, let me just go through the court record and then we'll present some evidence. Murder happened at 2:30. A certain man walked right by me at 2. Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much? Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes. Can't she get her kick somewhere else? Can't she? How did you know that? Ha ha ha. I have my ways, that overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me. 2? You sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, the man right there. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Oh. The music stopped. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers. Right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that! I was a bar yesterday! No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Huh. Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Ellsworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone will be so nosy? You should all be ashamed, all of you! Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look! Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Okay, let's go again. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. All right. The man in the photo. Excuse me. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Run through the action scene and saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. He sprained his ankle pretty bad. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me! Whippersnapper!
That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy. Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's gotta be more to this. I better keep pressing her. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle? Huh. You may continue your testimony. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness's account continued. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Mr. Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking. Passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking? Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen him. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy.
Well, that's edgy. Old wingbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Time of pour. Do I gotta press it again? Hold on. I'm sure I present some evidence, Do we have to present the photo again?
Music stops, yeah.
Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Photo number 2! Yes, sirree, sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. And whatever. Oh, you know, if you want to work in the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for 1 of the photos. But who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. You watch your mouth, Weaver Stepper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things.
Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what it means either. Huh, some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Maya never changed. Every day. Another job. That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. No, any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Come to think of it, couldn't she think of that a little earlier? Classic old windbag maneuver, Maya. Might be a useful tactic to remember for use in my future career as a windbag. Let's find out more about that erased photo, this erased photo. For the most part. Ah! The music didn't stop. Just in case. Let's do it again. How many photos are there usually? On a day when we're open to the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's a big day. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. Damn it. Sorry, I have to. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Kevin Jason 14, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. You remember throwing out one photo. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. Alright. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Huh. A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks! Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it will be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I arrested Ada.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
11:08 a.m. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect. Right now.
Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Alright. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence.
But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim.
There is another person who have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed this murder?
The security lady?
It was a security lady! Wendy Oldbag! Ooh, who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag! That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate, since she was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes II, baby.
Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objection at this time. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Give Granny a break. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers likes a clear motive too. Indeed. That's it. That windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased! He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops! Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy's not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or does it be nice to the kids and means your Elder's Day? Whippersnapper! I have proof. Proof? Indeed. And let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Either it's Power's photo or... Let's go with the spear. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, will the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree! Me! I'm talking! Oh, God. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Alright, my lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. My lips were sealed. So you were told not to talk? That's right. By the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Nothing to do with it. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So, you got your bonus and you still talked. Told me just pretend they hadn't been in the studios that day. So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this one, I swear. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting him get away scot-free! Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can. Some other people at the studios. Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer and around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... No, let me get away scot-free. Them? Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. Direct. Well, I think we gotta take a break, because, yeah. Take a break. Your Honor. We have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. 1:04 p.m. October 18th. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses, for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Oh, poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right! We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continue.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I guess that'll be it. That'll be it for today. Now, we're gonna continue on this tomorrow. No, we shall find out who we'll raid first. I'm thinking, let's see here. Maybe Viger? Let's raid, I'm thinking, we haven't raided Anayoko in a while. We'll just go ahead and raid her. Alright, so, as announced, I will be... I will stop uploading on the main channel, my YouTube, and all of the Twitch VODs will move to the my Angel VODs channel. Now it's time to raid. That's about it this time around. As always, back tomorrow. Don't know how this will go, but yeah. Y'all go enjoy Ana's stream and give her a follow if you want. And yeah, that was about it. I don't know at this point. What else do I say? I don't know. Well, until then, thanks for hanging out, and a big cheers to you for watching. And, well, good night. There will be many more Callous Nights. Wendy Oldbag. Sure lives up to her name. Anyways. Right.